Mascarpone is that one ingredient I always used for tiramisu, but never really knew how to make it or what it was. So I first started by looking up the regulatory specifications for mascarpone, and then isolated a paper that outlined a recipe, which is essentially just heating up cream to 90°C and acidifying it, then draining it like other cheeses, with the ultimate goal of raising the fat content and lowering the water content of the cheese. I found that after draining the cheese for about 20 hours, it was roughly acceptable, but a little slow. To try and speed up this process, I thought, why remove water when I can increase the fat? So I blended in a bunch of butter into the cream, acidified it, and found that it gave a roughly viscous and pleasant mixture. For the last method, I pulled from the Oxford Companion of Cheese, which thought of instead of draining, why not try and just evaporate all the liquid out of it? This should better match the industrial style of making mascarpone, which uses ultrafiltered cream. To compare all three cheeses, I'm going to be analyzing the taste and texture of the cheeses compared to a store-bought brand. The Belgioso variety was pretty scoopable and smooth, as if it were a room temperature butter. No complaints here. The drain method is a little bit more yellow and a little bit rougher in texture. I think this is because as the water is pulled out, the coagulated fat doesn't quite meld together and it forms these grain type features. The one where I blended the butter in did not require draining, which was nice. However, it was still a little stiff and a little rough. I was hoping it would be a bit better. The cream reduction method was a little soupy and a little watery, which is potentially just user error, but I'm not going to give up on this guy quite yet. Now, I've never actually tasted mascarpone by itself before, and to my surprise, this was kind of just raw dogging 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter in one sitting, which the only thing I really learned from it was that, well, all these methods basically tasted the exact same. And after giving the reduced cream method another try, I found it actually made the perfect mascarpone. Nice, spreadable, and almost the exact same thing that you would get from the grocery store. This is hands down probably one of my favorite breakfasts I've ever eaten. No gimmicks, no fancy tricks. It was just simply clean and beautiful.